nacida en Jalisco. Tengo 23 años, soy artista, también soy activista y me identifico como bisexual or queer. I'm the youngest of 6, so I grew up being very sheltered, but at the same time crecí con carritos and then Barbies y muñecas y resorteras, so it was like my parents let me venture into both, like, you're only gonna stick to this because you're a girl. It wasn't like that, right? I had the opportunity to venture into it, so I think, yeah, my first crush on a girl was at 6, and then after that I kind of tried to not think about it, because even at the age of 6 I knew that it wasn't okay, right? Even in Mexico, even growing up in a ranchito. So yeah, I didn't come to terms with my sexuality or my sexual orientation until I was 18, 17, 16, So art has been my therapy, right? Art has been the way that I've coped with moving to the US, with not being able to come out to my dad, with not being able to do a lot of things. It's been my way to express it, because I haven't necessarily had access to, like, oh, pues, ve a ver al psicólogo, or let's talk about this. So art is my way of speaking about it, and I feel like sometimes when it just pours out of my head without necessarily looking at pictures as references, it's more a reflection of an inner self, like a true, authentic inner self, right? Rather than like, I'm gonna look at a picture and just draw it. I can draw and I can paint something very realistic, but that's boring, right? My art is a way to express things and to make people question stuff, right? So it's always nice to reflect myself in my art and the issues that surround myself, right? So it's like, it goes back to having my head shaved and sometimes dressing really femme, but sometimes feeling a little more masculine, right? And like, vestirme diferentes, ya sean los zapatos en vez de traer sandals or stuff like that. And I think I express that unconsciously through my paintings sometimes. A veces sale inconscientemente, pero a veces es a propósito, ¿no? I'm trying to make a statement, I'm trying to make you question something, or perhaps I'm trying to make a specific person identify with it, or someone else feel uncomfortable. Sometimes art is supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. It's not just supposed to decorate places, right? So, yo soy de rancho, yo soy de pueblo, así es de que es diferente, ¿no? Venir de un pueblo a ser de una ciudad, tienes diferente acceso a diferentes cosas, ¿no? Y todos los estigmas que hay. Si yo estuviera enfrente de una chica de mi edad o tal vez más joven que yo en México, yo le diría, ¿sabes qué? Pues al final del día tienes que ser lo que a ti te hace feliz, ¿no? Tienes que amar a quien a ti te ama y quien te hace ser feliz, no por lo que la gente vaya a decir, ¿no? O para darle gusto a la sociedad o para darle gusto a tu mamá. Eso es lo que yo diría. One of my biggest role models is Frida, right? For a lot of different reasons, because of her art, outside of being Diego's lover, like all of these intersectionalities, the fact that she was also queer or bi, perhaps she didn't label herself like that, but yeah, Frida was known to be very, to have claimed her sexuality in a way that a lot of women during that time in Mexico, it was still very shameful, right? To even be very promiscuous or okay with your sexuality, not necessarily promiscuous, but saying, I own my body and you're not going to tell me anything about it, right? So I think if we can change that with these upcoming generations, where other kids that are struggling to identify, to find someone that they can relate to, if they can see this, if they can find this in the internet and say, yes, I am an artist, I'm a queer artist of color and I can totally relate to you, and my experience has been very similar and I felt alone and isolated all my life until, hey, I'm not alone, right?